Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second qualifier of the Clan Showdown tournament. Today we will have 3 groups. Each group consists of 8 teams. We will start with a match in Group 1 between FX and the team ABOBA, and then we will see how the qualifier continues. As you can see, all groups will run in parallel. There are 3 rounds, quarters, semis and finals, and the best team of each qualifier will then go to the group stage.
Exactly. Hello, I'm also here. I'm still starting a prediction. First match is going to be, as you can see, FX against KOPM2 ABOBA. Yeah, I'm still doing the prediction, so we'll be going into the game in 3 seconds, I guess. My alarm also just went off.
Well, good that you already wake up. Or woke up. So 150B on the side of ABOBA. Unusual choice to have only one of them. 1e4 played by positive, double CS on the hill. I guess that complements the 50B. Double CS also for FX. No 50Bs on their side, but a lot of 279s, a couple of chieftains. So 5 chieftains on both sides. A bit more 279s for FX. We'll see how that goes. I can add the attack defense symbols, so you can see FX will start on the defending side. And now we can see immediately 2 CS going up towards the hill here. The 50B decided to not go there, but support the 8 line for a potential trap there.
And more interesting, that immediate 2 and 3 line push coming out from the team of FX. Sending a lot of tanks there, but they're going to be met by a lot of tanks by ABOBA as well, who are here. That's why we see this push getting halted. Good shot by Francesca into the crossing chieftain, but we'll have to see how this stacks up, as Dutchbot takes a lot of damage on the crossing here into the courtyard. And there is 2 tanks currently on the hill for the team in red, that is FX. There's going to be 3 tanks for ABOBA. But right now, HP looking good for FX. Good initial punishment.
Yeah, you can see right now Koma and Benzo are now trading into YOLO and Haak here. The chieftain, obviously a bit slower, will join them shortly. I can switch over to their perspective. So yeah, I mean, very straightforward here. 2 CS against 2 CS. They're trying to focus out the same tank. So Haki is now trying to get into cover. Good shot by Benzo there, putting him onto a potential one-shot. And now they decided that they will not further overextend. Obviously, if you reach that area where YOLO is right now, you potentially get shot by the people in the inner courtyard. Now the chieftain puts in a good one into YOLO. Benzo takes one, but returns the favor.
Takes
another one. That was maybe a bit overeager. Now you can see this position where Haki and YOLO are in. That's this new ridge line ditch position here that was added with the most recent patch. So yeah, making good use of the map changes.
Koma though, good rotation by him. He's going to see if the 50B decides to peek here. So currently the double CS is kind of stuck there. If AB Tank actually decides to push, which it does, but he takes a lot of punishment on the cross here. So now he's sort of stuck behind this broken, I guess, what is that? Broken tower. And he's going to be stuck further, as now Freedom the Sensei is pushing up in his 50B. He actually has the clip potential, but there's going to be a lot of guns trained upwards. So he can't really commit onto that one as of now. I guess we should focus no, not really on the courtyard, because like in the courtyard there's also not that much happening, some trading. So I guess whoever wins the hill wins the game, and so far the team of FX with Katya rotating up is looking pretty good for that.
I mean, you can see Tryhard Areno, who is stabilized the 8 line, where Eric is facing off against the 279 of Judge. Overall, the HPs got a bit closer now. I'm not sure what the Vaidavai management wanted to do here. He took a lot of punishment and now might potentially be peaked by Jaggy the Hippo. Good shot by Positive.
There is an 8-line push going on though by the team of FX. Tryhard Areno and Eric in Real both pushing onto Judge currently, who is in that 279, but Tryharderino got tracked there, takes a lot of damage for that. Judge now on a one-shot, but so is Tryharderino, and now 3 kills in favor of ABOBA here. That is huge pickups. Yes, FX is sort of winning the hill here, but they can't really convert on that, as now the tanks by ABOBA are now retreating.
Oh, FX
the kills
lost
being
the hill
answered back,
completely.
but the HP now firmly in favor of ABOBA, and they're looking good here. Sort of winning this on individual trades and just capitalizing on the plays that FX were making.
I think you mixed up the names because there were some German members on the side of ABOBA. But yeah, ABOBA is now in full control of the hill. 2 chieftains here lining up against Jagger or Jager. I saw Jaggy and
Wait, why is there so many Germans in both teams? What the hell?
well,
like, how am I supposed to keep
okay,
those
so,
people apart?
the chieftain is getting overpushed there. Eric picking up the kill, but paying a lot of HP for that. In the meantime, Daddy Fappy is being approached here by the 279s and chieftains from the back. Silic and Jaggy making short work of the 279, and Fappy should be the next one. 5 guns in the game, and I think this game is pretty much decided already.
This game is pretty much done and dusted, as some would say. So good opening by FX, doing a lot of punishment, but I guess ABOBA just bringing it back with individual trading and also just better reaction on that caller level. Like, for example, on the hill when Evi, aka Amaranth, tried to make that play onto the CSs, the punishment was just there, right? So they saw he was coming, they all called for support, and everyone hit their shots, so good stuff.
I mean, we even got like a little highlight in the end, turret flying from No Hit Francesca, but yeah. But yeah, as you can maybe hear, both me and Kia are still eating, so we will save some energy for the later games.
Yeah, exactly. That being said, I think we can go first of all over the damage. Good stuff by Iguchi, I guess. Also positive there with the E4. Pretty solid 977. Freedom with his 50B 642, I guess, you know.
I mean,
well,
it looks
just
even,
being sent around the map.
It looks even worse if you just see this 435 damage, and you see he had to pick up a kill shot for a couple of damage. So.
Anyway, how about we just take a very quick look at the groups?
Yeah, it looks like Gifted decided to not attend. Nomi immediately around further. Same goes for BSL10. Lyric is up 1 point against All In. Reloaded is 1 point up against Thresh. Edits leading over Messai. Storm winning over Unskilled. And Chess is up a point against the second team of Invil. What else do we have? We have Weird leading against Narf 1-0. Enway up against GHS 1-0. And I think there was just another one that came in. No, that's it for now. Yeah, so as you can see, our game time was a bit more than 5 minutes. Other games might have went a bit longer, so
yeah. So I guess with both of us, we mute for a minute until next game, so we can just finish eating.
Exactly.
So we'll be right there.
And I will adjust the game audio, as people will start crying otherwise. Like this, maybe. Oh, my ears will die again. Okay, we are ready for round 2. ABOBA on the defense now, picking double 50B, staying with their CS and E3 combination. No 50B on the side of FX.
E4, you mean? But yeah. You said E3.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was...
yeah. 1 E4, 1 CS, 6 chieftains, and 7 to 7 9.
Yeah, I think those 50Bs on the hill could probably make the difference as we watch Freedom, the 435 damage gamer from the first game, but he had a kill to his name. Driving up towards that hill together with Hakia and Pussy and Flubber, as well as Silic and Jager together with Katya going to be the chieftains going up. YOLO obviously going up there to provide the spots, but on the other side, we already see one of those very, very fast courtyard commitments once again by the side of FX, sending 2 chieftains immediately there. The E4 is covering on the 3 lane, and then 279s are going to start driving down the 2 and 3, but they're not really going to find anything. But it's a dual-pronged attack, because in the 8 line, people are also pushing already.
You can see because of Feppy being so aggressive here, Judge had no way of holding the corner, so Drazer has to be the one spotting out this D3 cross there, or they will see it very, very late, and that could be fatal for them. Now you can see all those tanks on the hill will be able to put shots into this G line position. I can quickly mark it here on the map, basically shooting down there, so this has to be cleared very quickly. You can see Shocker now pushing in, trying to eliminate Judge there. 2 tanks peeking over, but the shots from the hills are coming in, and now it's on ABOBA to make their decision.
Yeah, exactly. ABOBA basically needs to make their move here. They are sending 3 chieftains, I believe, directly towards the cap and sending everyone back, leaving 2 chieftains on the hill to snipe. So far, no kills taken yet, but Fluffy Lions is super low, down on 12 HP. Judge, how is that guy still alive, being pushed upon by like 4 chieftains, I think it is. Now Lil Umut Yaurakin, the 279, is going to drive back towards the cap to basically eliminate the pressure, but the tanks driving down from the hill are not going towards the cap. Instead, they're going towards the 8 line to spot all the other tanks. It's a free-for-all in the southern part of Himmelsdorf, where now the tanks from FX have managed to move into position onto the cap. Double cap has started, but Iguchi and Old Scammer should still be able to get those resets, while Freedom and Positive are trying to basically put a crossfire so that no more people can cross onto the cap. HP right now, 4k up for ABOBA, but it's all going to be about who has more guns in the game as of now. And also, cap is ticking, 23 seconds, and Positive is actually super low with his E4, won't be able to reset anymore if he takes one more shot.
Yeah, we can see now Katya Krasavice, Freedom, and Jeggy leading the charge back to the cap circle. Good decap coming there onto Mystery Bob, and if Benzo gets decapped, this cap approach should be pretty much over. But keep in mind the HPs and the guns that were sacrificed for that. Now Benzo has a good hull down there that protects him from shots from Dutchbar. Dabei management is giving him some help, and you can see the mop-up operation there onto Jeggy the Hippo, and Dutchbart has just started. Dutchbart should be the next one to get approached. And if there is no victory on the other side of the flank, I think this is pretty much over.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem here right now is that all the HP were basically on Katya, who was the tank resetting. So basically in the brawl where the battle was actually being won, there were no HP available anymore for the side of Korm. So good stuff by FX, equalizing the scoreboard 1-1. And I think if this one goes fast, then they even have the faster attack.
Well, I think we had 5 minutes 7.
Yeah, and we are not even 4 minutes in yet.
Yeah, so that should be doable for them.
So, quick back and forth here on the streets of Himmelsdorf. You'd love to see it. And yeah, as Like gets cleaned up, we find ourselves at an equal scoreline. Personally, I would, at least name-wise, put KOPM2 ABOBA above FX, but like player-wise, you know, I don't know. Some very known names on both sides. Obviously, I guess some Russian legionnaires in the ABOBA team, but that might not like work in their favor. Like if you have a team like FX that all speak German and all, you know, maybe played together for some time already, and then you have a pretty freshly formed team, I guess, of ABOBA, who probably still have some communication issues, then in those clutch situations, it can actually come to hurt you.
I mean, was that some fire or Emmerich? I didn't really see one.
I only saw the 50B getting set on fire.
Okay, maybe that was this, because like 11 shots shouldn't really end up in 5.5k. Still good shooting here. Benny as well. Yeah, they actually have the same. Nice. They have the same fire stat, like shooting stats, and even though Impact has a kill more, he has more than 1000 damage on top.
Impact Gaming.
Impact Gaming. Let's see if someone went out with like a super low amount of penetrations, like 4. I guess this 50B.
I can tell you, Francesca went out with 0 penetrations on the other side.
6, 7.
But you know, sometimes
7.
as the E4, you just gotta take it for the team. That's what you pick the tank for, right?
I'm not sure if I agree with that one. Yeah, I think it was the 50B getting set on fire, because all the other tanks survived 5 to 7 shots, and that's kind of
other
like
results. Storm against Unskilled 1-1. Enway currently leading 2-0 over Sharky, or did you already say all that?
Oh, no, didn't.
Then we have Weird leading over Nav 2-0. Enway against Sharky, we just had. Content Chess 2-0 over the second Dinville team. Edits against whatever 2-0. And Walked leading over Fired 1-0.
Oh, that was a long game. First game of Himmelsdorf taking like 9 minutes. That's
maybe it was a hard camp.
You never know.
By the way, I wouldn't mind a Cliff hard camp today, just so I can despair over it, you know?
Okay, we can quickly go over the maps for today. Basically, we start with a set of maps that, as you can see in the arrows on top, I'm not sure, I think my cursor is, edits just 130. So FX is defending on Fisherman's Bay, and those maps are all starting with base 1 being the defending base. So this means first map, as you could see, Himmelsdorf, then Fisherman's Bay, then Cliff. Then we switch to a set of maps that start base 2 def, Sand River, I think Ensk, Sand River, Live Oaks, and then we go to...
you just received, by the way. Rock Championship.
Proco, Cliff, and Himmelsdorf. Well, a lot of 279s, 1 EBR on both sides, an E3 for Impact, and YOLO with his CS. Piotr, big thanks for the raid.
Okay, so let's see first of all the spotting run that Positive decides to do, going to the western part of the map. He's going to meet the EBR from FX. Was that name still not renamed, by the way? Anyway, he's going pretty aggressive, I would say, here. He should be spotted by now, because Yarak here, yeah, now finally he's spotted, so he should know where Yarak is, but Yarak already running. Does he decide to take a shot? Nope, but maybe... Oh my god, he auto-aims and hits it with HE. I guess Positive just outgaming Yarak in that point, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can see one CS immediately moved up, and now the chieftains are following. Multiple chieftains now here. You can see Silic, Katya approaching immediately this 279 Daddy Fappy that is currently on A1 for chieftains. Not sure if they really want to go much further, because usually you lose a lot of damage here on this cross.
Fappy is now spotted, so it's actually 4 279s that have shots onto him. Now it's only 2, I believe, because he went back a little, but he's starting to take damage. And as soon as that 279 is gone, the chieftains can basically, or as soon as he's controlled, which he is right now, the chieftains can drive up and just shoot the tanks in the middle in the side. And that is why we also see this commitment by the side of ABOBA right now to the western side of the middle village, just so they cannot be overrun without the chieftains being able to aid them. Now the chieftains are starting to make their move. Yes, they're taking damage. Is it going to be enough, though, is the question, because there's only one tank holding there. It's only Daddy Fappy. Yes, they're bleeding. Yes, they're taking a lot of shots, but in turn, Katya is not dead yet. Fappy down to a one-shot. He should be dying soon. And as soon as that happens, it's going to be all map control here for the side of ABOBA, and FX only stuck with a lot of 279s in the middle that are going to get crossfired.
Yeah, you can see this clockwise rotation happened now. The tanks of FX trying to make the best out of it. They still have some positions, but you can see the crossfire there. Haak here and Dutchbart from the base shooting into the rear of the chieftains, into the rear of the 279s, and looking at the HP, that does not look good for them.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't. By the way, you want to check which mic input you have selected in OBS, as multiple people wrote something about your mic.
Yeah, I will check that. I will give it on to you for the moment.
But yeah, obviously FX now, they are in the middle, they have the overmatch there, so that is where they're going to have to make their shots count here. They need to take a lot of guns out of the game to still stay in it. But to be honest, there is still double 279 crossfiring from the lower side. There is, yeah, just chieftains crossfiring from everywhere, and that is why we see this gigantic bleed here. Yes, Impact still in his E3 going strong, but he's starting to get focused out, down to 52. Francesca also down to 27, so 2 one-shots here, one of them going down already. Koma still on a one-shot too, and now even Positive driving in with his EBR, probably looking for a pickup or two. This game firmly going in ABOBA's favor here, 10k HP difference, I believe. And to be honest, FX on their defending side not looking up to the task, and I think the biggest problem was that the A1 position with only Daddy Fappy was not being defended enough.
Yeah, and you can see now the situation is always that if you're up 1 point and you have to defend, this gives you a lot of like space to maneuver, potentially even try out something, or just do something more defensive, not being the one that has to initiate the fight. So ABOBA will now be 2-1 up and defending. That gives them usually a big advantage. Is my mic fine, or?
To me, it was the whole time. It was probably just a different, a different device detected by TeamSpeak and OBS.
I don't know. Like I have the same input device, but
maybe wiggle a bit in the.
Yeah, that's what that's what I did when you asked. Okay. Yeah, I think this Chieftain push was a bit expensive at the beginning, but definitely, was rewarded. The aggression immediately going through there ended up winning them the game. Where was Koma?
Koma was in the middle with the Chieftain together with all the T79s.
Okay, maybe he just had some skill issue.
Maybe he had, yeah. Okay, other results. Yeah, we just saw FX losing to ABOBA, so now 2-1 scoreline. Obviously, it's a best of 5, so FX needs the last round to stay in the game, or the match rather. Inville's second team now finally getting a point on the board against Chess here. Walked 2-0 over Fired, Reloaded against Trash 1-1, All In against Lyric 1-1, and also Edits 3-0 against Mezai. Whatever. Why do you call something with weird characters?
No, that's still edits. the weird characters are still part of the edit name.
Oh. Fuck edits then. What?
Okay, I will quickly mute us to check the audio on the stream. Okay, obviously I didn't forget to unmute us, so we are back in time. Double tank destroyer now on the defending side here of ABOBA, 1 E3 and positive again in his E4. We have 2 EBRs, 1 on each side. A bunch of 279 Koma this time after not performing in a Chieftain in a CS63, having the honorable task of pushing forward his body in the 279. I'm not sure if, like, for this close combat situations, the vert stab is really needed on a CS.
Personally, I think HP is probably what you should take. Then again, you go from 2 to 2.2k.
Well,
So
that
you go
basically
from a
gives you the
definite
chance
5-shot to a 50% 5-shot.
But this way you survive
Quick
one
maths.
E3 shot plus 3 Chieftain shots.
Alright, so we see also the EBR pre-spotting for the Chieftains in the 1 and 2 line, but the difference this time is that Like gets the jump onto Yarak here, who is down to already 456, so possible HE one-shot or even Chieftain one-shot. Amaranth being pushed up now in the Chieftain here is going to secure some information, but Like should be able to peel off just in time to not get spotted and take a huge amount of punishment for that. Other than that, pretty defensive opening, I want to say, by the attacking team by FX and by the team of ABOBA. We just see some, I would say, yeah, just semi-standard defense. Maybe, yeah, just semi-standard defense. The only thing that is sort of weird is the E4 in the back. Normally you would expect a 1-to-1B, or, I mean, if you're Bunter, probably a Jagdpanzer there, but E4, first time I think I see it there.
I mean, the E4 has similar traits, right, with a high penetration gun compared to other tanks, and maybe they decided that the E4 could be their breaker of 279s. Might also just be that
a brain breaker.
maybe they also just decided that based on vehicle availability, and Positive doesn't have a 1-to-1B yet, or he just doesn't like the tank. Always different options, right? Okay, so what can we make out of this lineup here? So we have a lot of Chieftains currently waiting here in this lower area. The middle part is somewhat uncontested. Both teams are happily taking their share of the match and their share of the map. So I would say this is still kind of in control.
I like what Dryza is doing, by the way, in his E3. He knows his 279s have, like, basically the little village under control, so he's already aimed towards the 1 and 2 line where they expect the push, because, like, in the village the push would get spotted super early. So I really like
here
that.
very good decision making on the camo. One of Kehan's favorites.
Yep, the Streamline camo. It's in the monthly Twitch drops. Just collect 25 Twitch tokens. I think it's 25. By watching twitch.tv/worldoftanksd. Normally every Monday and Friday from like 3 to 6 p.m. Just tune in. What?
I guess you can promote the stream in like 10 minutes by spamming in 10,000 things.
I'm gonna forget anyway. Alright. Yeah, the thing is though, like, we're joking about different stuff. That means not really a lot is happening in game, to be quite frank with you. Yarak is doing some runs, Like is taking a bush. That's like all the action, except that there is a rotation finally happening now for the side of FX. They are deciding to leave Avi, I guess, to die in the 1 and 2 line. I don't really know why Yarak is still there, if Avi is also there. Like, what is the EBR doing behind the Chieftain? What is he achieving? No one knows.
No, at first I thought the tanks would be moving in this direction, but now it seems like we're going to see some kind of move towards the middle. Usually what you have to do is to figure out if more tanks are situated towards this side or more in this area, and then you either approach it this way or that way, and basically force some kind of rotation. Let's say you go this way, right? So you know that you might get a bit crossfired from those angles.
Oh, Dreiser took a shot now. I said I liked his position. Now I'm not sure anymore.
But at least those tanks here are kinda out of the game then.
Wait,
in the end.
Where did he take a shot? He's actually aimed towards the enemies. Ah, he's still in the bush. I can't see. Trying right now. Eh. No, I don't see it. Or? Ah, he got penned in the cupola. Left side of the cupola.
Yeah, well, there.
Okay. Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, as you can see, the FX279s are now approaching Jaggy, Tiger, and Dutch Bart. And
Alright, no hit Francesca now gonna lead the charge with his best replays of the week camo here. Just driving in firmly ahead of everyone and just taking damage ahead of everyone as well. 1200 damage immediately, taking another one from the E4 to the face down to a one-shot. That's not what you wanted to have. That push was a bit disjointed. Why did Francesca go so early? No one knows, because now the E4 has time to reload, put in another shot if they are actually deciding to overpush this here with the 279s, which so far they're not looking to, but Jaggy is also getting traded down. The first one to die in the middle here. Pussyquill also not looking too good, down to 1100. That's 3 shots, missing his own, and meanwhile all of this is going on. There's actually a push by the Chieftains going on in the eastern part of the map. They're looking to overpush Iguchi. Yes, Benny and Real is taking a lot of shots from the middle, but now they have found Iguchi here. Iguchi is just going to die to this, and the rotation over the A line from the team of ABOBA is probably going to be a little late. Yes, FX is pushing, but FX is still up in guns and up in HP as well.
Yeah, you can see ABOBA now coming with a cross rotation. And I have to say, that is a bit of a slow play here from the side of the Chieftains here. Fluffy Lions and Benny reacted a bit slowly, getting back into cover. Good shooting from the middle, but this brawl here is definitely not over yet, and they really have to make sure that they don't have to just continue pushing into stationary guns, because while ABOBA is down in guns and down in HP, they definitely have some strong position that they're still holding.
Yeah, they do have some strong positions. Now ABOBA here re-pushing that city area, putting their Chieftains in hold on, but they need to be careful, because right now it's like 6 against 3 or 4. Yes, they have the E4 in backup, but everywhere else on the map, FX is looking pretty good, at least regarding the guns. The HPs seem to have evened out.
I don't know how, but FX just lost 4000 HP without any HP loss on the side of...
Oh my god, now they are starting one of those disjointed pushes again on the northeastern part of the map. Eric and Real just going down to a one-shot, same for Fluffy. Both of them get blown up, and all of a sudden, yes, Crabspix dies, but Positive can still put in shot after shot. Benny and Real now even forced to push with his one-shot. Chieftain gets picked up for 420. Nice, but... like the E4, the amount of shots that the E4 is allowed to do from those backlines is just costing them. Now Tryharderino trying to sacrifice his 1 HP tank to get the drown on Flubber, and he actually gets it. That's a 400 HP against 1000 HP drown traded. But still, ABOBA now looking strong. They have the HP advantage, it seems like. No?
Oh, no. Very good shot here from YOLO onto... I mean... They just lost a lot of HP in the meantime on the other side. So, yeah, FX is 6 guns strong right now, while there are 7 guns still available on the side of ABOBA. FX has a slight HP advantage, but you can see here Silic holding his gun in the game, will peek up onto the Vai management, puts in another good shot. Now Haak here takes 1 in return, but might be able to finish the kill. Silic will make short work. FX down another gun. Mystery Bob now approaching.
Yeah, Mystery Bob just killed Like in the EBR. That was doing a good job of stalling him out behind the rock. And now I hope for Mystery Bob that he has HE loaded. Seems to be the case. Good pickup. Now Hakir is coming, the next contender towards Mystery Bob, but the thing remains, there is that pretty healthy HP, E4 in the back lines that they need to clean up, and in 20 seconds, they're going to lead a little short of a miracle to make that happen, because I don't think he's even spotted currently.
Oh, positive, very important pickup, and now you can see the yellow tank there, the 279 of Freedom. It's so far out of the game.
And the E4 as well, like he's full HP. Yeah. Positive was never going to die there. And I think Positive had a super good game. And I think this game was decided by the FX pushes not being like grouped up enough before pushing. Honestly, I think that was the case. And yeah, as I said, Positive. I mean, having a pretty good game there.
Look at that. I mean, like 11 penetrating hits. It's just very decisive, right? I mean, 4 kills as well with that kind of damage.
And if you have like 30, 40 meters in between the tanks that are pushing in, you're just giving that E4 the time that it needs to reload and put in that next shot, because with the E4 375 pen, your armor doesn't matter. Like it literally doesn't in a 279. So just don't give him the time. That's a crucial factor.
I mean, we can take a look at if there are like other games that we might be able to still jump in. There's a 2-1 scoreline between Reloaded and Trash, and 2-1